Okay, here everyone now. This is the English version. This is the English version. Para la gente que habla español, ya en el video pasado estaba todo en español. Entonces, this is the English version of the exclusive disclosures about the assassination of the president of Haiti, Jovenel Moise, the Haitian president. What is important today? An exclusive audio was revealed, and in that audio we can hear very clear in Spanish, but I will try to translate in English, about how they discovered the disclosure that the people behind, they are not only like maybe former police or former army, no, they are members of special operation forces, the same operation forces that were used to assassinate Pablo Escobar. Remember that those moments when they assassinated Pablo Escobar. In Colombia, they call bloque de búsqueda, but it's like a similar to the SWAT team, the U.S. SWAT team, or it's mostly like a special operations forces, where you have people from the army and the police. So we have here the audio. So I will share right now the audio so you guys can hear, and then I pause the audio and then I'll try to translate to Spanish, so that way you guys know what they're talking about. So here is the audio. Okay, here we go.
Sí, es Jovenel Capador Giraldo. Jovenel Capador Giraldo está muerto. Sí, está muerto. Pero yo estuve con todos esos manes. Estos manes son del bloque de búsqueda.
Dice Jovenel Capador Giraldo, he's dead, he said. But all these people are from the bloque de búsqueda. That means Special Forces Operations. Special Operation Forces, I mean.
Ya retirados. Estos manes del bloque de búsqueda los incorporó Capador.
So these people were incorporated by Capador. Capador is the last name of a person. And they are retired. They are already retired. They are pension. So that's what he said.
Y Jonás. Jonás es este man Rivera, el capitán Rivera.
Dice Jonás and also the Captain Rivera.
Yo estuve en ese tentado para irme porque me pintaron un negocio bueno.
Dice, I was tempted to go to this operation because it was a good business, like a good deal. It was a good deal, so I almost go, he said in the audio.
A ganar bien y todo, y mire lo que pasó ahí.
Because this was like a good deal to earn like a good money, but see what happened.
Era un engaño y quién sabe cuál planificaba la cosa, y mire los cogieron, quién sabe qué irá a pasar con la familia.
So that it was like a fake, like a scam basically. That's what he said, because everybody was captured. It was not like they killed the president, the Haitian president. Yes, they killed it. But this team, these special operations forces, they were captured. So he said that at this time, obviously at that point, it was not a successful operation. So that was maybe kind of scam. Like it was not really prepared. But at the end, they did the goal that was like to kill the president of Haiti.
Una persona vale huevo, la familia, todos esos muchachos, hermano. Ahí está Cáceres vive ahí en Girardot.
Dice Cáceres lives in Girardot, is the city of Girardot, in close to Bogota. But he say also that my life, it's not, it doesn't matter my life, but it matters the life, my family's life. That's the most important. That's what he said.
Abajo en Girardot. Este man de Neisser Castañeda Franco está en Cali, y la señora la tiene en Cali.
Neisser Castañeda Franco he's in Cali, and also his wife.
El resto, todos esos manes son comandos del bloque de búsqueda ya retirados, pensionados.
So all these people, all those commands are all these military personnel or special operations forces personnel are from the bloque de búsqueda, but all them are retired and already pensioned.
El calvito es Cáceres, ese man era el Buffer 4.
Dice the bald guy is Cáceres. He was the Buffer 4. That's I guess the nickname of the code, special code.
Parce, esos manes eran compañeros míos, yo iba para allá, güey.
Dice, hey buddy, those people are like my colleagues. I supposed to go there. I suppose that I have to go there, that he said.
Yo era para allá, para República Dominicana.
He said, I'm supposed to go there to the Dominican Republic.
Marica, todos son de las fuerzas especiales, son socios míos.
Dice, everybody is from the special forces. All are like colleagues. All are my colleagues. That's what he said.
socios. Ahí está Pineda, Yepe,
Is also there is the names of the people: Pineda, Yepes,
Franco,
Franco,
Palacio.
Palacios.
Y me acabo de enterar, marica,
He said like a holy shit. I just knew.
estoy muy triste por estos huevones, weón.
He said I'm so, he said I'm so sad for these dumb people, something like that. Because the operation was not successful, no. But he was like a colleague, so he feels sorry about the bad operation and they were captured. But before they are kind of good people, no. They work for the Colombian government, and that's very important to know that these special forces, they are under the president's about Duque commands, basically. They said that they're retired. Possibly they are not under Duque commands, but it's very important to know if they are really retired or they are not, or they are just like a Duque's operation, like a current Duque's Ivan Duque's operation, the president of Colombia. So it's important to know those things because, as everybody knows, like at these kind of special operations forces, they are like a private, the information is very classified. So not everyone has access to this kind of information. So only high level officials knows exactly where they work, where they live, how to contact them. So it's strange, like somebody has the contact with them and they just go out there to do the job because they know how to do the job and they show to the world that they know how to kill a president. So that's why they killed the president of Haiti, Jovenel Moise. So it's important to know one thing that already is known in the Colombian media. They mention the deputy first sergeant. He's retired, and the name is Duvernay Capador Giraldo. He traveled to Panama on May 6th, on May the 6th, and of this year, of course, from the El Dorado International Airport in Bogota, and then he traveled to the city of Santo Domingo in Dominican Republic, where he was like 4 days, and then on May 10, he traveled to Puerto Príncipe. He went to Puerto Príncipe, Haiti, and he stayed over there for 59 days. Yeah. So as I mentioned before, this what is called in Colombia this bloque de búsqueda in quotes is basically special operation forces, and this group is made by the police and the army, and is under the command of the president of Colombia. They say that they are already retired, so obviously they are not at this time under the command of the president, but it is important to confirm if from those 26 people are already some like a current members of the Special Forces operations. And also it's important to know that one of the persons that are there, they were like a security guard from the Canadian embassy in Haiti. That's very serious. I mean, what is doing the Canadian government? I mean, that because he was working for the Canadian government as a representative of this position, no? Like a security guard of the Canadian embassy in Haiti. That's very serious. Anyway, so as we know in Colombia, the Special Operation Forces, it is called the Bloque de Búsqueda. They are basically in favor of Carlos Castaño, that was the maximum leader of the United Self-Defense Forces of Colombia, or Don Bernard as well, or the Cali cartel, and also like a big entrepreneurs, big businessmen, and also the Bloque de Búsqueda or the Special Operation Forces. They are against the Medellin cartel. They are against the Medellin cartel. For that reason, this Bloque de Búsqueda or Special Operation Forces, they basically kill Pablo Escobar. But in Colombia, we know that this Bloque de Búsqueda didn't finish at that moment after the Pablo Escobar death, but this continue doing operations in that kind of war, like a dirty war that is controlled by the state of Colombia. So that's important. So basically, they use that kind of special operations groups to do like dirty things, things that are no legal, that are under the table, basically. So the Colombian government is using these special forces to do that. And today, of course, we know that behind of this assassination of the president of Haiti, Jovenel Moise, is the special forces of Colombia. That means the bloque de búsqueda. And that's very important information, because it's very serious for a government that the own forces are assigned to kill another foreign president. So we are talking here about subjects about terrorism, about the espionage as well, or about the foreign interference. And those are very serious topics in the subject of national defense, right? Or for national security matters. So it's very important to analyze that part. Yeah, so this is the information that I have for today. And I think it's important to continue requesting information to the Colombian government to know exactly if every single member are part of the Colombian government, because that will be very serious. Anyway, with the only information that we know that they belong to the Special Operation Forces, that's really critical, because that's the Special Operation Forces that belongs to the president, basically, to the Colombian president. Yeah, so this is the information that I have for you guys. If you have more information or you really want to know more information about it, please leave me a message. I have here my email address, your part here, hackefiscalia, protonmail.ch. Or I highly suggest to go to Google Play or to Apple Store and install Signal. That is more safe for everybody that is doing this kind of job. And type my number at +1 236 788 3803. Also, I am in Telegram or Line, different number, +1 236 878 1902. Okay, that's all for right. That's all for today. So, yeah, that's it. So I think it's important to inquire more again about this assassination. And it's embarrassing, because as a Colombian in Canada, I face all the time the stigma of being Colombian, and everybody is joking, oh, you are Colombian, oh, you are Pablo Escobar, ha 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 ha, right? So this is kind of stigma, and it's bad. I mean, it feels bad, right? Now with the killing of this president of Haiti, so I guess when everybody see a Colombian, they say, oh, you are a criminal, or you are like a hitman or something like that. So for all Colombians around the world, like the stigma, I guess, will be worse. And that's not fair, because as we already know, we have in Colombia a narco state. And this narco state, obviously, because Colombia is the #1 producer of cocaine in the world, and Mexico is the #1 producer of, the situation, a distribution center, basically, to the rest of the world, in the head of Ismael El Mayo Zambada of the Sinaloa cartel. So this setup is not, let's say, prepared only with one person. No, it's like a bunch of people. Also, is involved the government, different agencies, in order to keep running this business. So for that reason is that the Colombian president today is basically struggling all the population, and the Colombian people are against that, because we Colombians, even out of the country, we know exactly what's going on in Colombia. We have this narco state that is very dangerous, really dangerous, because they use kind of special forces we call paramilitaries, that are militaries or illegal armed groups that are obviously illegal. They don't supposed to be there, but they are killing people. They are massacring people. They are committing crimes against humanity, and that's not right. That's not right. But in Colombia, it's happening. And also, if you are protesting about something, and you go out of the street with a cartel or something, or with a sign, people don't care. The riot police really kill you. They don't care. They kill you because it's an order from the president. And as I mentioned before in a video that I published maybe a month ago on that was published on May 1st. This year, I published that through the intelligence report that I have, is a 36-page intelligence report. In that report, they say that the army has the order to kill those protesters. And in those 36 pages, they profile also the protesters and also the names of the organizers, also the minority etnias, the minority groups in Colombia, the indigenous people as well, that they don't have anything to do with the problem in Colombia. I mean, they are just a victim as well. So that's very serious. But in this situation, digamos, Colombia is obviously doing a massive violation of human rights. And the President Iván Duque, the detectives and the journalists in Colombia, we already all know that this president is there because he was financed by the narco people, in this situation by the Ñeñe Hernandez specifically. And also there is like a huge electoral fraud. And with that electoral fraud, this Iván Duque that nobody knows, nobody at all knows who is that guy. But that guy is right now the Colombian president. Obviously, he's like a puppet because behind is Álvaro Uribe Vélez, that everybody knows that is a very corrupt guy. Also, that he was protected by this Álvaro Uribe is protected by Donald Trump. And we hope, as a Colombians, we hope that Joe Biden, the current president of Colombia, don't protect Álvaro Uribe Vélez. Instead, hopefully, Joe Biden arrest Álvaro Uribe Vélez and probably extradite to US or to other country. Because this is what all Colombians want. We really want that. Because Álvaro Uribe Vélez has been like causing it caused like a really massacre, like a huge massacre for years. And also he's supporting the Narco State since 1983. And nothing happened today. He's an untouchable guy. I know it's important, yeah. But possibly there is more important people as well that are in connection with other agencies. Like Guillo Angel is a top guy as well. Guillo Angel. Obviously, he's an untouchable guy as well. But he's very dangerous as well. He's the one that do the dirty things as well with Álvaro Uribe Vélez. Fernando San Clemente Alzate is another guy that already eyes from United States. They searched the farm that he has when they found 2 labs of cocaine, and that was proof. I report to the ICE as well, to the State Department, the connections that Fernando San Clemente Alzate and also Álvaro Uribe Vélez has with the Sinaloa cartel. They sent 10 tons of cocaine, and nothing happened. Álvaro Uribe Vélez and Fernando San Clemente Alzate. He used to be the Colombian ambassador in Uruguay. And after I report this, I also report to the authorities in Uruguay. The next day, he left. He left immediately to Colombia because he's home and he's kind of the refugee, so where he can find protection, like a narco protection, basically. So now he's in Colombia, and also his sister as well, Adriana San Clemente Alzate. Also, he was sending, he was like authorizing those special permits to be able to fly those airplanes with cocaine for the family called Cifuentes. This organization, Cifuentes, that is connected with the Sinaloa cartel as well. It's the whole family there, basically. So it's a very serious problem in Colombia. So for that reason, I just suggest that everybody that want to know more information about that, please send me an email or just call me right away on Signal. I'll be there ready to answer your questions. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for listening, and and see you next time. Okay, bye.